I am making my version of the pot de crème. That's French for a pot of cream. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is heating up my cream. That's 2 cups of heavy cream that I'm gonna get to like a rolling boil. While that heats up, I am going to make a caramel sauce. All right, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of water, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk that together. Now, as this heats, that sugar is going to begin to brown, and I'm gonna keep a close eye on this because once this starts to melt and cook, you could run the risk of it burning and crystallizing on the sides. So that's why I have some water here and a pastry brush to kind of brush down the sides so it doesn't crystallize. And it's also important not to stir because that can introduce crystals in your pot. A pot de crème is basically a baked custard. If you've ever had a crème brûlée, it's very similar to that. Okay, I'm gonna swirl this around, making sure that I do not mix, and brush down the sides with a little bit of that water in my brush. Starting to smell that sugar melt. That sugar has caramelized. I'm gonna turn the heat off before it burns. I have my milk that I've heated here. I'm gonna add that heavy cream to the pot, slowly. You don't want it to bubble over. It's gonna be creamy and caramely. Has notes of like the molasses. That just smells so good. Okay, and now I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla, about a capful. Mix it up, and I'm gonna go over here and make my custard. All right, so I have 4 egg yolks here, and I'm gonna beat this until it's pale in color. Just whipping some air into these egg yolks. This is gonna help give this cream some body. All right, so that is pale. It's kind of doubled in size. All right, so now I am going to slowly add my caramel cream into these eggs. Now I'm going to temper it, just add just a little bit in at a time because I don't want those eggs to scramble. Now I can pour the rest in. Oh, that smells so good. So I have a strainer here. I am going to run this through the strainer because I wanted to make sure that it's really smooth. Because sometimes when you add hot liquid to eggs, you'll get pieces of like cooked egg. So you just want to make sure that you don't have that. That's why it's always best to strain. See, there's a little stuff left over. Don't need that. Okay, I have 4 ramekins here, and I'm going to evenly pour my cream. I'm going to bake this off and add a little hot water in there to create a water bath to make sure that these cook evenly. I could just drink this right out of this pitcher right now. All right, oven is at 325. Add that hot water to create that water bath. Okay, I'm gonna let that go for about 40 minutes or until it becomes firm. So my caramel pot de crème has cooled, and now I'm going to top it off with some caramel popcorn on top for a little texture. Is your mouth watering? Mine is too.